Hey guys, welcome back to Flair by Pierre. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I created these super cute, very easy to make table numbers for my brother's wedding. So I purchased these black acrylic signs off of Amazon and used Cricut Design Space to add the numbers on to the signs. So first thing I did was click on shapes and then open-ended square, and I created a 5x7 border so visually and aesthetically I could see how it would actually look on the actual table signs and to make sure that everything fit. So I just copied and pasted. Let's start with table 2. As you can see, that's too big. So if you go up to where it says size, the width, I'm going to change it to 4.5 because the width of the actual sign is 5. Okay, so just to make sure that it fits. And then you're going to go to align, center horizontally, and then on the side, go to combine and unite. Very easy. Those are all the steps that I take. Okay. So with the aligning, it lines everything up for you. So you don't have to guesstimate any of that. And then with the combine, it combines the two so that it's one and that you can move it as a unit. So again, table 3, we're going to go up, change the size to 4.5. And then I'm going to change the word table, make it just a little bit smaller. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to click align on the side, and that is going to center it horizontally. And then I'm going to go down to combine and click unite. So that centers everything, the placement, everything. That's all there is to it. Move that down. Let me show you how I created one of the longer numbers. Okay, so let's do, I think we're gonna do 13. So edit text, and then let's do 14. So with the longer words, I split them up into 2 rows so that aesthetically they looked good and also big enough. Okay, so 14 as a size 4.5 looks too small to me. So I split them up into 2 different rows, and then I made it bigger. So it's still the 4.5 size, gives it a little bit of wiggle room on both sides. Copied it, or highlighted, not copied, highlighted the words, clicked align. I centered horizontally, went to the right hand side, combine, unite. Okay. After you have all of the numbers created, you are going to click make it, which will be on this next page. I think I'm just making sure everything is where it needs to be. Here we go. So you are going to click make it. And again, this is what I mean by you don't have to move a lot of things around because now it's as a unit. Okay. If you know, you know. It's so frustrating when things are not combined and then you have to like rearrange it on the mat. I hate doing that. So yeah, make sure everything's how you want it to be. Make sure mirror is off. You do not need it on. It's not iron on. Make sure it's off. Select regular vinyl and then click make it. And then now it's cutting it out, and I'll show you what to do next. So this is the most time consuming in my mind, is the weeding part, because you have to be very meticulous and make sure that you're not removing anything that does not need to be removed. Okay. So I've definitely learned quite a few times to take my time, or else you might have to recut things if things are lifting up that are not supposed to be lifting up. And this vinyl that I use is also very, very, very sticky. So I also have to be very careful in how I'm removing the vinyl. So this mat that I am using is a 12x24. So that allows me to fit more on this mat compared to a regular 12x12, which is smaller. And with a project like this where I did up to 18 table numbers, I did have to cut, I believe, twice on 2 different mats. But again, it's better than cutting 4 times on a 12x12. So now I am going to take the transfer paper, measure how much I'm going to need, and then I'm going to cut it. And then, guys, the ones with the grids, they're such a lifesaver. So the grids help keep things straight. The straighter they are, the easier everything's going to be. The application process, you can visualize things whenever you're putting them down if it's aligned with the grid. So I align this transfer paper with the vinyl that's already on my mat. Okay, so right now I'm trying to lift up a corner so then I can stick it down and lay it down easy. It can be a little tricky sometimes, guys. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to lay that down and just slowly separate the two sides and lay that on top. You see that? Yeah, I was pretty proud of myself that I did not have to do that multiple times. So there's the bottom, great. So now that I have that, I'm going to use my scraper and just make sure that it's on there firmly. Again, this is the paper that you're going to use to lift it up and transfer the words onto your other material. So you're gonna have to make sure that this is firmly on the transfer paper. So then when you lift it up, it lifts up correctly. So remember when I said the grids are lifesavers? This is how I use it. I just make sure that things are straight and that they're aligned correctly. So now I'm going back and I'm cutting all of the numbers individually, just as close as I can. Again, not everything's gonna be perfect for now. But just visualizing how it's gonna go, that's how I'm cutting it, if that makes any sense. If you haven't already, guys, please remember to subscribe, like, share. I would greatly appreciate it, and I greatly appreciate you guys watching thus far. So this is the acrylic sign that I have. Again, it's 5x7. There's a clear film on the front and the back. So right now I'm peeling the one off of the front. It doesn't matter which side, they're both the same. Now you see that? You see how that transferred over? Yeah. So now I peeled that back, okay? And I'm going to line it up with the sign. Again, I'm guesstimating, but with the grid, it definitely helps when I lay it down. So now take the scraper and you are going to make sure that it's on there and that it's not going to lift. Okay, so this part is time consuming too, but it's all worth it at the end. So now I am going to lift up the transfer paper. The numbers should not lift up with it. Okay, so depending on the quality, you should be good to go. So as you can see, this is the final product of table 16. Ta-da! Love it. Looking great. And now I am going to repeat this 17 more times. All right, so last one that I'm gonna show you guys. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me do all 18. But I removed the clear film, separated the transfer paper from the backing, and then now I'm aligning it with the black acrylic sign, laying it down using my scraper, and there we have it. This is how they turned out. Again, I'm a fan. I truly don't think the project as a whole was that time consuming, from designing them on Cricut Design Space to the cutting out, the weeding, all of that. I honestly don't think it took less time than I thought it would take. So yeah, feel free to make your own table numbers. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe, like, share this with someone who might want to create their own table numbers. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.